learning, I learned a lot of things like critical thinking, analyzing, and then those fallacies which I had never heard of, and then framing a research question.
Skills like inductiveness and all the things Calido teaches us, I think it's a really good way to prepare us for the world.
I would probably say global perspectives. It's another subject where you can use you do a lot of research. You can also use English to some limits to come up with your stories and stuff like that.
I'm going to mainly implement it on biology, because biology you have different features of different animals. You can collate them in one Venn diagram. And maybe, of course, in English because of the graphic organizer and comprehending a passage and answering questions which is a fact or which is an opinion.
I feel I would be able to use it in history, science and English. English because like I've said, the graphic organizer and differentiating between facts and opinions. And I feel that would be helpful in science as well because science is mostly facts. And history because of the cause and effect charts. Those help me understand what events took place and what that caused.
For me, it's basically when I'm doing English argument writings and also when I'm actually doing my lab experiments in the chemistry lab or biology or physics lab. I kind of go through these checklists which Calido has given me.
When it came to the planning of the experiment, it was useful for me in science subjects where we had practicals and we had to draw graphs which included independent variable, dependent variable.
Calido, basically, I didn't know in speech there were two different types like facts and opinions. I got to know what is a fact and what's an opinion and how to differentiate them. And I think this is going to help me very much in English because I think I know which type of sentences I need to use in what kind of essays, and I think that will better my English and better my scores.
Today in Calido, I learned about cause and effect. Before I was actually confused with the causes and effects because they seem kind of similar to me, and today I got it clear.
Probably science and GP, because in GP you need to write a lot of essays and have to think of research questions quite fast in the exam. So I guess this would come really useful, and I guess in science experiments and like I said, English to some extent.
So basically, today's Calido session was I can describe it as amazing because it was really interactive. We had a lot of discussions. We learned a few fallacies, a bit more. We refreshed upon old stuff.
It was interactive, especially with the questioning, the interactive kind of thing.
So I think it was really fun because we played the Kahoot game and then we did revision on facts and opinions. So that was really helpful for us and it might be helpful for our coming up final exams.
I also learned how to work in a team. If Calido is a textbook, it's more like an encyclopedia. Because Calido, instead of just by hearting, marking up and just writing the exam, this is an easy way to learn, means understand.
Experience.
Innovative.
We'll go with superlative.
Amazing.
Great. Phenomenal.
Fun. Learn.
So if you talk about the technology in education, it's actually helping the students see the traditional method of teaching is actually outdated now. We are competing with the world now. So it could be any stream, any curriculum. You see there are state toppers, national toppers, world ranking. So it's a competition with the world and you need to connect with the world. You can't just connect with the world with the traditional methods. So you are supposed to be exposed to the modern inventions and the updates. You need to update yourself. So the technology is actually helping the teachers or the students to learn better.
So I think technology has really played a very great role in education, both from the point of view of teachers as well as students. I feel it's very good that it encourages independent learning among students. It's whatever they have whatever they're interested in and they would like to pursue.
So critical thinking is something which each and every person has to develop. If you don't have, you need to interact with people, you need to interact with the technology. It's not, you don't get it by just by reading books.
That's true.
So you need to have hands-on experience, you need to have open mind to try something. If someone says something or sharing something new, you need to have open mind to listen to them and learn it.
As we know, I think critical thinking is a very essential skill in our life itself. Probably that is one of the changes that we see in education from yesteryears to now. And it's critical thinking that which comes to our aid. Because the problem may seem a very humongous one, but if we know that we need a solution, we know how to break it up and look for factors that would help us. Look for probably what is not information is not there. This is where critical skills help individuals. Of course, now as a result of it being a very important skill, it's been added to many curriculums. That apart, I think for every individual, this skill is very important for him to conduct his life as a successful individual. So I think this is something that we have to include. I mean, irrespective of what curriculum is being taught. Yeah.
Critical thinking is an important thing that's needed for a child's overall development. It's not just for one particular subject as such. To think beyond, or they have to, like, if a person is critically thinking, the person will be able to analyze things, come to a solution to the problem, he'll be able to analyze, okay, is this right, is this wrong? So only when the critical thinking is in with them, they will be able to actually deal with the problems that are available in every subject for that matter, not just one or two subjects, everywhere. They become more logically thinking students.
What I found very good in the program is that not only certain skills, or you are integrating the program, integrating the subjects. It's not only restricted for one particular subject. I was doing it in my class. Skills are needed for each and every child, for each and everything, every subject. That is there in Calido.
It's mainly an educational, skill-based education software, and it introduces students to different aspects of it, and it gives a particular science behind everything, every skill. So children are able to know or practice what are the skills that are required for a particular activity, and this is done through a series of modules, probably where you have a very entertaining set of activities within a not consciously thinking about what they're learning, but yes, yet it leaves a kind of imprint on them. And it makes them quite an enjoyable experience for them to learn that, and finally at the end of it they have learned something which is very essential for them as a skill, be it a writing skill in English, or be it finding a bias or a fallacy, be it any of those aspects. It's definitely a very important thing for them. And the various activities that have been going on as part of Calido session, I think they have helped them as a group activity, or it could be a quiz session. These have all helped them in various skills that are very much required as a part of their academics as well otherwise. This is a very, even the instructors who came in were quite helpful, and they gave something. Of course, apart from that, Calido, Team Calido and Calido Software, both I would like to appreciate for the kind of content and inputs that we have received from them.
Calido is a great platform, especially it's like into the digital world. So the child is able to learn digitally. It's not just that as of now we used it for the global perspective as the subject. It helped a lot to actually research, then analyze on things, then it improved them with more of learning, listening and writing skills as well. Apart from that, the students enjoyed the classroom sessions, what happened, and the tutor-led activities also was fun for them.
The Calido team is young and energetic and knowledgeable. That's one thing what I've seen. It's a resource of knowledge is there in the team. It's not like they come prepared for something and they deliver and go. I have not seen that. It's like any question, open-ended question in any class they ask, the team knows how to take it forward.